designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need to sell.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Washington will take over.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
I like what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a man who played his final season at nearby Rutgers. It's Gus Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up
2nd and 11. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Complete to Jonnu Smith.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down, Washington.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Ball carrier.
A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. 20 carries, 84 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Edwards, the ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they get their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jones, flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, Edwards. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Washington.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With this Washington 3, Giants nothing.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now a run with Edwards. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That is Tomlinson, who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Complete to Bush.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the Giants' 11-yard line.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Jonnu Smith.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And maybe they're looking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Thorpe, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
First down.
To throw now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To Terry McLaurin.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down, and 5 yards to go. Out
of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Pushing foul. Moving the bouncer. Defense.
Oh, we got to do our job, man.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've reached half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Giants nothing.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try to get things settled down a little bit.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a giant first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play action football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Chase Young in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
4th down. Jones eluding the pressure right. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. On 1st and 10, Jones. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 11.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are like...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with here. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Graham Gano is set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. 3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now on first down. He'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Number 12.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
The Washington first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. They'll look to throw now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
The pass. A fumble.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Washington.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This is Edwards. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
2nd down and inches. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, you got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Complete to Evan.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Receiver, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home. And
Feel the way my heart out on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on make another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to drink it till the dream was bigger.